So a couple of weeks ago, I went to go see The End of the Tour starring Jesse Eisenberg, a very smart, sophisticated drama. I did not know with his next movie he would go to the other side of the spectrum. American Ultra stars Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart and is written by Max Landis. And Eisenberg plays a loser stoner with a heart of gold that learns that he's a sleeper agent for the US government and has to go on the run when they try to terminate him. Now, I walked into American Ultra optimistic that this movie could be good, and you know what? I walked out loving this movie. The first thing I said to myself after watching this movie is that I've never seen a film like this. It is wildly unique and different. This summer has been filled to the brim with franchises, which makes it even more refreshing to see a movie as original as this. Which brings me to my first pro of the movie, which is the script by Max Landis. He brings his own brand of absurdity and craziness that you just won't find anywhere else. He's able to mix together all this cool action, comedy, and drama perfectly. The writing is the real star of the movie because it has heart. I think that Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart are two actors that are unnecessarily hated by film reviewers. Sure, Eisenberg will have the tendency to play the same character a lot, but if you look down that filmography, he's got a lot of talent. And yes, Kristen Stewart was in the Twilight movies, but I think recently she's made a lot of great choices in her career. I loved her in Still Alice. They both get a bad rap in my opinion, and you know what? They're both great in this film. The character needs to be a loser, and I buy Jesse Eisenberg as a loser, but you also know that he means well. There's this dash of compassion that Eisenberg brings to his character that made the performance even better. However, on the flip side, they could have done a better job at adding depth to his character. Eisenberg is told a lot of life-changing things in this movie, and I would have liked to see more of him reacting to that sort of stuff. And Kristen Stewart is a nice compliment to Jesse Eisenberg when it comes to their characters and their chemistry. When it comes to characters, Kristen Stewart is the one that really grounds Jesse Eisenberg, and she's really the reason why you're rooting for this relationship. And also, there are things that they do with Kristen Stewart's characters, a lot of twists and turns that make this such a great love story between the two. And when it comes to the chemistry of the two, it felt very organic, which really makes you buy their relationship. The movie really centers on their relationship, and they do a really good job with it. And when it comes to the action, I have mixed feelings because most of the action scenes in this movie have really smart ideas, but it's not really that well filmed. It's edited so fast-paced. It's really hard to see what's going on, but then you get this amazing action scene at the grocery store where it's filmed in such a way where it's kind of like all one take. I kind of wish all the action was filmed that way. That action scene at the grocery store at the end of the movie may be one of the most badass scenes of the entire year. Aside from the action, I love the color palette and the cinematography used. It all felt very dirty, but that matched well with the tone of the film. There's a lot of stuff visually intriguing in this movie that I loved. Now, when it comes to cons to the film, I have one big flaw. The scenes that don't have Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg are kind of meh. When it's not those two on the screen, it's Connie Britton and Topher Grace doing the FBI stuff, and although those scenes are tolerable, it's not as enjoyable as Stewart and Eisenberg. Also, this movie had Buster from Arrested Development and used nothing with him. How dare you waste Buster? So overall, American Ultra has this genuine individuality that I just adored. This movie is weird and offbeat, and that might not be for everyone, but it worked for this guy. The writing pops, I dug the performances, it looked great visually and has cool action. Also, I need to emphasize it's such a beautiful love story. Not to mention that there is a scene where I cried. No joke, I cried. You will know this scene when you see it, and I dare you not to cry. It's heartbreaking stuff, man. However, the film doesn't do as much as you would like with Jesse Eisenberg's character, and anything not revolving around that can be pretty boring, and I will admit the film does drag just a little bit. You won't find a lot of films like this, so I encourage you to at least watch it. I will give it 4 out of 5 reels. What did you guys think of American Ultra? Make sure to comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit me up on Twitter, at my website, BrennanHasAblog.wordpress.com. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Brennan Weissman. Peace!